Opinion Youth Baseball Brawl, latest example of parents being babies. When the story broke last week about a group of you, and by fighting, I mean real punches, haymakers, bodies thrown to the ground, many people were shocked. One thing any veteran sports writer will tell you is the bar is almost never low enough for fan behavior. And when those fans, the adults in Colorado, were apparently upset over an umpire's calls in a game involving you, and read this slowly, you 7-year-olds. 7-year-olds? Yep. And the offending umpire, it's almost laughable, right? But that didn't stop, and of course, it was captured on video. These parents and coaches decided to take it out on each other. Of course, they're the only ones. The history of crazed parents at sporting events is long and depressing. There was a father whose parents have paid a kid pitcher to throw a baseball at another kid, have even poisoned a player's water bottle. And of course, in Massachusetts, a hockey dad went ballistic on a coach and beat him to death. Compared to that stuff, the Colorado melee looks like waltzing. It's
raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot, cracking, fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,